How are utility consultants like myself useful to financial and sustainability people? Pretty easy. Number one, let's start with sustainability. We regularly find, I want to say regularly, we find meter errors on customer accounts, electric, water, even gas, that result in a lowering of your carbon footprint because of excessive use being recorded. We've found this a number of times. So from a sustainability perspective, and this generally larger accounts, from a sustainability perspective, I mean you've immediately lowered your carbon footprint there. We know what to look for, how to detect them, how to document. Not always obvious at all. You have to know about utility billing processes. You have to know about metering processes or technology, and there's a lot there. So sustainability can definitely benefit from it. And whether or not sustainability benefits from the savings out of what we do, that remains to be seen. Maybe they could use that money for other facets of what they do, efficiency and so forth. The other thing that we bring to the table that you're not going to find with internal people very often, if not most of the time, and or other consulting firms, because we've come in behind a number of consulting firms and saved a lot of money behind them, because most firms are focused on what I call the hit and run method. Grab the easy savings, call it a win with the client, get their reference, and move on because we've got other clients to deal with. And that's not our approach at all. Our approach is really digging deep with the select clients that we go after, that fit our niche, the larger users and or larger enterprises with multiple locations. And we find those hard to find savings because we know how to, and we know that by finding them, it could increase your results for that client significantly. I mean, we've had a county where we found a $500,000 refund, and where we would have saved them. It was roughly about $500,000, $600,000 between rate reductions and some smaller refunds. All of a sudden, by digging really deep, we've exceeded $1 million for that client and allowed them to overcome a budget deficit. Another manufacturer, for example, the plant manager actually laughed at us because they had the latest mainstream product by, I guess, one of our competitors, that calculated their billing each month, and they trued it up with a bill. We found a meter error, believe it or not. That was $800,000. Had we not done that, we would have still found a billing error, which ended up being very significant, which, again, they were using that same rate to calculate the monthly bill, but we found there was an issue there. So meter error and bill process issue resulted in huge savings, and it's because we dug deeply. It was not easy. I mean, in that case, we actually had to deal with their corporate attorneys. Stressful. Most consulting firms won't go to that length. It took 10 months. Most firms won't go to that length. It's the bump and run, but we don't do that. And that's what makes us different, and that's how we're valuable to sustainability and financial people who want to really get results. And the question is, do you really want results? Thanks for watching.